Hey everyone, join me for this flow if you want. It's a continuation from this morning's flow, the previous recording. I can't remember what I named it, but to do with integrating mind, body and soul. So it's a continuation because it's an ongoing discussion now in life that we are leaving behind our old and stepping into the new energy that we are a part. And so I just love in contemplation of what came through this morning and now with this ongoing life opening discussion of everything involved, of everyone opening up, that if you at all feel like you're slowing in that, like you're still in a I don't know my part, like I see all of this, I hear all of this, but how is it I play a part? Okay, well, you just do, so I accept that. And in the beautiful contemplation of there are old walls coming down and you are left out in an open paddock or field, and you can choose whatever you want to feel. So we are capable of what we want to feel. And if we are not capable of something, it's either two things, either of two things. That what we want is still making its way to us as we make its way to it. So you don't give up on the dream that you have of wanting to feel something. You just work with what the universe is telling you. So you just work with that. If you don't give up on a dream, right, and you are capable, the only thing that makes us incapable, which is the other way of looking at getting your dream or not. Okay, I'll try and keep on track here. There's just everything that comes together at once, and I wish I could just give it like that, but so let's go to the only thing that makes us incapable of what we want is either we've got more to learn and we need to pay attention to keeping true to it, working with the universe, or we are imprisoning ourselves in old thought. We are the only ones to stop us from achieving something because there's nothing that says we can't. It's illusions where walls break down and you're in a paddock or open landmass, field, hills, valleys. So yeah. So isn't it just amazing that we are the only ones that actually stop ourselves by giving into limitation? And giving into limitation leads you into downward spirals and different realities that aren't actually the flow of energy and who we're meant to become. So that's what I was contemplating and why I wanted to film this video, film this chat, because there's the old world is dying, so too manure serves its purpose. So anything of the old is like manure we don't need anymore. Now, it serves its purpose, so we can say thank you, don't need you, don't need that, don't need to uphold that illusion, don't need it. We just don't need it. And then, like I said, even though it sounds so simple and like I'm just rattling off a sentence, it's because it's not where we're going. We know we're capable of more. So why would we think otherwise and give our energy to old? And normally that's because in the growth of the design of moving forward, you do have to shed things that you became attached to, that you believed were a part of you, like an appendage of you. Well, no, who would I be if I didn't have all these beliefs and safety precautionary measures that took care of me? Well, if you didn't have them, it would be like not being held by it. So you're not held back by believing that's what you need. So it's an evolution into our prosperity through progress and this opening process. So they're not just words, which is what the limitation world still looks at, as though everyone just speaks words. You know? It's not superficial. It's not an artificial way of living. And unfortunately, it's difficult for some who have suffered some consequences of the old world to actually believe that there is a better version. So instead, they'll still pull back and work on keeping things the way they're attached to feeling or thinking. Both is safety, reliability. But it's not if it keeps you programmed and you want to make conditions trying to move forward. You just can't take them with you if it is based on limits. Because it is old world. Call it what you like, but yeah, old world upkeep, that's not necessary anymore. And so we have new unavoidably, utmost powerfully, new technologies of divinity. So divinity is the big guns, meaning all heavenly sources and forces are not mucking around, that, you know, balance through intelligence of the highest form is has made its way in, and like we'll show you how it's done, is pretty much what it says to any old world attachments. So step up, you know, like this is the way it's done. So it is nearly like a wall of light is coming in. So anyone in old world attachments, it's like, step up, this is what is happening. This is what is expected to play Earth's game. Like, this is the wall, we're coming in. So step up in the light, vertical, and walk it from now on. Because everything you need, you're capable of. And that's that. In the light. There is literally no doubt. Heaven doesn't send us here without what we need. Like, they're not going to let us come in if we don't have the means for our own prosperity. Heaven's not in the game of saying, let's create a world where we send some souls down there to suffer and put the light out, and like let the light be put out of many. So, you know, it was just a matter of time before if we didn't step up to the plate and like make it like that, then this would come in and make it like that, which is what's been going on. So I just think it's great when you sit back and contemplate. We do have everything we need, and it's only the noise out there, because there is sound out there, timing of the sirens, but I mean, even that is sound. That is not noise. That's angelic assistance, sirens. God bless all angels enforcing that light assistance on earth amongst the many. But so there's sound in our world, but there is noise, loud, aggressively going down. Yeah. And yeah, it reminds me of the reading that I was watching this morning of a brother on 144. What's his site called? YouTube channel 144 Stars Tarot. Just the statement of, it is time for assertion, not aggression. So assertiveness, that's pretty much it. We assert ourselves and our capabilities, and we want everyone to do that. And there won't be energy that helps aggression succeed. There won't be the energy, technology that insists, like an energy that insists mentally, you need to be aggressive, that will be like fizzled. The only, obviousness of requiring any kind of moving into place, another way of describing aggression or using force, moving something into place, happens in the unseen a lot via us with discernment of, do I engage in this activity physically, or is there a way, which is what the light speaks, there is a way, and the energy technology, literally like our atmosphere made up of light, is just going to light up other ways. So it is a real huge change from what planet Earth has been through with all the barbaric history. So that's why there can be some crumble and fall, because that in its lowest form of, I wouldn't even call it technology, lowest form of emphasis in Earth's atmosphere, upholding life. Yeah, it doesn't even uphold life. Takes, the battle of growth. Like, what is growth on planet Earth? Well, if we get rid of them, then we have more of ourselves. Is that growth? Yeah, so it's like completely different technology of the light. And thank God we've got that evolutionary assistance now, and it's a great time to be on Earth for it. So yeah, this was just a reminder kind of chat that it's so good to like sit and have your space as though your energy field takes up a sphere, right? Think of it however you want, but just like I adore the arm's length feeling, because just say you're sitting somewhere and you have this space to breathe, right? And at first you're just taking time just to do that. So you just feel like, oh yeah, it's just me. Oh yeah, I notice some things. I'm relaxing kind of energy. But then as you start to contemplate things in this space, it expands in lightness when you allow in more like, I guess you could say philosophical kind of allowance. Everyone has the capability to just, say things however it comes to you. Like, we really do have all we need. Like, but for me that comes from a intelligently, I'm not saying I'm more intelligent or anything, it's an intelligent space that says contemplate life a little bit more intricately and allow the space for that. Whereas life can be so rushed and what we've got and make things happen, we don't sit with any kind of, not often, or, there probably is a lot of us that do take the time with some thoughts, but just know that when you do that, whether it's with a refreshing drink that you enjoy and you got space for an hour or more, those thoughts that come to you are actually like assisting, embedding the power of that way of life. The contemplation of more really assists Earth's energy field for this shift, for those that perhaps are in still a more not expansive state, just trying to restrictively think in old ways or just get by in the day, where they're not actually like expanding that, you know, life is pretty great. And asking ourselves questions, or being in company of other people that enjoy a little bit of this as well, and saying, why is it, you know, beyond politics or beyond the illusions we've got in place, in the systems we feel run by or run in, why is it that, you know, I mean, we could go off on like wider expansion of it. Some may call it tangent, but I don't like to think of it as limited. It's like you expand some thoughts, you keep expanding those thoughts. You know, it's not just chit chat that ends. You're actually expanding in like a higher intelligence. And we've just kind of looked at that as, you know, every so often I might get a little philosophical or something. But it's actually expanding and assisting greatly right now, the more that we open up our questions of, you know, well, what came to mind just then was, why is it that we can feel so free and wake up so easy in Australia, and yet in another part of the world, they're not? Now, you could go to politics in your mind and all the layers and restrictions and everything, and they play a part because they're the illusions that have been created. But you could also open it up and get some inspiration. So it's like, don't block straight away with what the system has delivered because of it. Be aware of that, but what else can come in due to you opening the space of contemplation? Your higher intelligence connection. God bless everyone. I hit the point that we're capable of more, and it's good to just keep opening that up in realization that, yeah, we can now, I believe, walk in a field that has more free space, that appears like just peeling back old with our ongoing contemplation and shifts forward, rather than feel like I can't even take a step because life is full of barriers. Great time to be present. I'll be back again. Bye for now.